Hello everybody, Big Brother fans, Mario fans, and more. I found this interesting idea on Twitter of 18 Mario players competing as Big Brother house guests. I'm not the most educated when it comes to Mario, but this will be my thoughts, my predictions, and who I think will win Big Brother Mario Edition. So, let's get straight into it. At number 18, I have Bowser Jr. I do not think Bowser Jr. will fare too well in the household. I believe that early on, Bowser and Bowser Jr. will be two of the biggest targets, coming in with a very public duo. After all, they are father and son. Bowser and Bowser Jr. will probably be put up week 1, and Bowser will probably win the veto. If they are smart, they will try and backdoor Bowser. However, I do not think that will be the case. I think Bowser will win the veto, and Bowser Jr. will unfortunately be collateral damage. I also don't think Bowser Jr. is long for the ride, as he is much younger than the fellow house guests. I believe that he will struggle socially and will not be able to fit into any early alliances. There are a lot more good guys in this cast than the evil villains, and so I believe that the good guys will more than likely win the first head of household. This will result in Bowser Jr.'s early demise. Coming in at number 17, I have Shy Guy. I do not think Shy Guy will be able to fit in socially. He is known for scaring people, he is very mysterious, and I don't think many people will trust him. Similarly to Bowser Jr., I reckon that a good guy will win head of household. This will put Shy Guy in a very vulnerable position, which I do not believe he will be able to cover his bases enough, and I don't think he will fit in socially. I do not see a world in which Shy Guy is a winner. There is potential for him to slip under the radar, but I think it's very unlikely with how weak his social game presumably is. At number 16, I have Peach. I believe this might be a shocker to many, and even myself, because early on I felt Peach could be a strong contender for the win. Thinking about it more, I feel as if Peach has a lot of potential but will not be able to execute it. I think Peach can work with the Mario side of things along with trying to work with Bowser. However, I do not think she will be able to suck up enough to Bowser to form an alliance. I think Peach will be a pretty emotional player and will not try and connect with the other side. I think she will be great in her group, but falter when it comes to the other side of things. Sooner rather than later, the other side has to win power, and I believe that this will result in Peach going soon. I could definitely see a world in which Peach is a winner, but I do not believe that will be the case. Next up, at number 15, I have Bowser. Bowser is someone who will be a massive target, perhaps the biggest out of anybody in the entire cast. I think it is near impossible for Bowser to win. I think it is more than likely that he goes home early, as most of the cast will want him out. I feel like even if he makes it far, most of the jury will not award him the win. I think Bowser early on will win many comps. He will probably win veto or HOH, but eventually things will catch up to him and he will have to go at some point. Like I said, most of the house guests will want him out. Next up, at number 14, I have Dry Bones. I think Dry Bones will go pretty early, and I hope that isn't the case, as he is my favorite. I think 14th is a fair prediction for Dry Bones. I see him going pretty early and being pretty content with the Bowser side of things. I don't see how he can really fit in with much of the other potential power players or most of the good guy Mario side of things. I think socially he will be lackluster. I think strategically he'll be alright enough to keep himself for a few weeks, but I can't see him being strong physically, as he is technically dead, and I don't see him winning any comps. And at number 13, I have Boo, and pretty much the same things apply to Boo. I don't think he'll be very good socially. He would probably pull a lot of pranks on the house guests, which could go well for him, but it also could backfire. I think he could really rub people the wrong way, but possibly fit in with some of the more goofy characters in a way. That's why I think he's going to outlast most of the Bowser side of things. I can't see him winning any comps, though, and I also don't see him being the most strategic player. Next up, at number 12, I have Luigi. Luigi is someone that I think will go surprisingly early, not making the jury stage. Luigi is someone that, similar to Bowser Jr., may be collateral damage. At some point, the power has to shift, and that will come at Luigi's demise. Luigi is someone that his allies would be happy to get rid of, as he isn't contributing enough to the alliance. Starting off the jury stage, at number 11, I have Waluigi. I think 11 is a perfect spot for Waluigi, pretty close to right in the middle, as you would expect with him. I think he will, if he's smart, he will be able to form some connections. He has past relationships with the likes of Mario, Wario, and Luigi, which could definitely come to his own benefit. I'm not too sure that these alliances or relationships will last very long, but he does have a ride or die in Wario. I don't think he's the most strategically sound, and I think will not be able to make enough deals or alliances to cover himself. I will say, physically, I think he can win challenges, but I feel like he would struggle socially. At number 10, I have Hammer Bros, which I feel like Hammer Bros are just a better version of Waluigi, being around as good as Waluigi in challenges, probably better socially, and around the same strategically. I feel like Hammer Bros is someone who falls perfectly in the middle of this cast, being not too bad of a character and not too good of a character. This should last him for a while, and I think he could potentially play both sides of things if he's smart, although I'm not sure that will be the case. At number 9, and this may come as a surprise, I have Rosalina. I think that Rosalina will be targeted around the mid-stage of the game as a big threat. Rosalina is someone who comes across as very strategic and a very smart player. She's also very good socially, and seems decent enough physically. Rosalina is one of those characters that you cannot let slide by, as they are a triple threat. Someone's going to make a big move and she will fall victim as a mid-game boot. At number 8, I have Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong is someone who I think will play a very strong social game. I think he'll be able to fit in very well with the likes of Donkey Kong, Mario, Yoshi, etc. I think he's someone who can make good alliances, good relationships, and maybe have what it takes to be a good player. But I don't think he will be the best. I think strategically he will be somewhat lacking, but there is potential there. I think Diddy Kong is someone that would be taken out to weaken Donkey Kong in order to get further. Next up, at number 7, I have Daisy. Daisy is another one of those triple threats. She's someone who is possibly the best physically in this cast, or one of. She's good socially. She doesn't really have any enemies, and I think that she would be a jury threat because of this. Someone is going to take her out in order to make a big move for their resume and take out a massive threat. At number 6, I have Wario. Wario is going to struggle without Waluigi in the game. He's going to have to go several rounds without his true number 1. I think that Wario will be able to adapt, however. I do not think that he'll be the most strategic, but I think he'll be able to play a good social game and get in good graces. He has some previous relationships that he can fall back on, but I think he'll be taken out simply because he's not in the power with the HOH. At number 5, I have Mario. To me, Mario seems like a perfect Final 5 boot. He's a big threat if he gets to the end. He's someone who can win a jury vote. He's someone that's strategic, and he can win challenges. Mario is going to have to go for someone to win this game. If he doesn't, he's going to have a lot of jury votes. At number 4, I have Yoshi. I think Yoshi is going to play a very strong game. I think he's going to be one of the best social players here. I think he can fit in well with the Mario side of things, but I think he can also be a good enough option for the Bowser side of things to gravitate towards. I think Yoshi is just a very likable character that anybody will want to work with. He's not too strong that he's a threat, and he's also not too strategic to the point where you could go against him in the end and maybe win. I think Yoshi is someone that's going to be one of the robbed gods at the end that many people are going to say deserved to have won, and he's going to have played one of the best games. Next up, at number 3, I have Pom Pom. I'm not too sure what to say about Pom Pom as I do not know much, but looking at her photo makes me think that she has what it takes to be a good Big Brother player. She looks very well-rounded. She looks like she can win challenges. She looks good enough socially that she can fit in with some people such as Daisy and Rosalina, who I think could have a strong alliance. I think Pom Pom will make it far as an underdog, but be cut at the very end because she could win a jury vote. At number 2, I have Goomba. Goomba was always someone that I knew would get second the second I saw him. He's someone that doesn't really do much. He's really just a coaster who makes it to the end but doesn't have the respect. He probably will play one of the worst games, and I do not think he can win a jury vote. Now, at number 1, the winner of Big Brother Mario, I have Donkey Kong. I think Donkey Kong will win this game because he is probably the strongest physically and one of the best socially. I think he might lack strategically, but I think his strong social game and strong physical game will all make up for it. He's someone that I can see integrating himself very well into either side of things. He will win endgame comps and take out big players such as Yoshi and Pom Pom and sit next to an easy win such as Goomba. So, those are my thoughts on Big Brother Mario. This was a very fun video to do, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you think will win? And that's it.